Hey, I'm Cat Greenleaf here at the New York Real Estate Expo, joined by Mr. VIVEK Obero, originally of Mumbai and now of Dubai. Hi.
That's right. Hi, Kat. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So what brings you all the way to Manhattan today?
We have a development company in Dubai which does ultra-luxury real estate. It's called B&W Developments. It's been an exceptional journey. We caught the right wave in Dubai at the right time, post-COVID.
Well, for people who don't know, what is that wave?
Post-COVID, Dubai exploded in terms of the real estate market. A couple of interesting policies took place. The leaders were, quite focused on making Dubai the next big global epicenter of economics. They opened up the policies. They created a golden visa program, which gave you 5 to 10 years of residency. It's very much like your citizenship by investment or EB-5 equivalents here. But a lot more value upfront. So people started investing in real estate. The population jumped all the way to 3.6 million residents. And for those 3.6 million residents, you have 18.3 million tourists and growing. So it's galloping, and the prices moving at about 16 to 18% every year, year on year, upwards. And yet it's extremely undersaturated when you look at the quality of life and you look at a per square foot comparison. We're still at about $500-600 a square foot in Midtown or downtown compared to $4,000 or $5,000 here in New York. Therefore, the yield is not so compressed. The yields are double or more for investors. So people from all over the globe started saying, we want to buy, we want to get the golden visa, we want to buy a unit, we want to make Dubai a second home, we want to explore what it's like. A lot of people from the United States, Europe, a lot of people from back east. And we had a property boom like never before, and it's sustaining and constantly growing. So just to give you perspective, in about 4.5 years, the company grew exponentially, heralded by myself and my partner, Ankur Agarwal. And we built a team of about 400 people now.
Wow.
That work with us full-time in our Dubai office. And we're doing 14 ultra-luxury projects, some of them in mainstay Dubai, some of them in where the world's biggest airport, the Al Maktoum Airport, is coming up in Dubai, and there's a lot of energy there. And then some of them are where Wynn, the largest casino operator in the world, the most successful one, is building the region's first and biggest in the world gaming resort.
Wow.
So there's a lot of energy there. It's called the Al Marjan Island in Ras Al Khaimah, which is about 45 minutes to 50 minutes from Dubai Airport. Incredible sales. We hit a gross development value in just last 4.5 years in US dollars, about 4.2 billion US.
Right.
The company's completely debt-free.
That's the best, right?
Unlevered.
Debt-free are two favorite words.
Unlevered. So therefore, the returns are exponential. And velocity of sales is crazy, Cat. I mean, I've done real estate in India. I've dabbled in some real estate here in the US and in the UK too. But to give you perspective, the last project we launched called Aqua Arc was a beautiful, beautiful building, very Miami style. We launched it. It's $250 million, just under $250 million in sale value. And we sold out in 58 days.
Unheard of, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
So that's what you're doing there. What are you doing here?
We're building awareness, building relationships with strategic sales partners here, building the network in the US, because we weren't focusing on the US as a market. But suddenly something interesting started to happen. People started reaching out to us through Dubai-based brokerage firms. We have about 17,000 brokers worldwide that are empaneled with our organization.
Wow.
And they started reaching out saying, well, I have a US client and they're interested. I think it initially started with the Southeast Asian diaspora, who kind of know me more for Bollywood.
Oh, yes. We forgot to tell you that he has a big career, 67 movies not from Bollywood, Bollywood movies.
Yes, Bollywood movies. That's right.
I won't ask you to do a little routine for us now, but I'd like to. Anywho, continue.
So I think it started with that, Cat. It started with Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshi, Sri Lankans, Nepalese living in the US who know who I am and wanted to invest in what I'm doing next. The awareness started like that, and then it just went across the spectrum beyond the Southeast Asian diaspora. That's when we said, we got to go to New York. We got to start making a couple of road trips in the U.S. and creating more awareness. And that's what we're doing here at the New York Real Estate Expo.
I mean, I always dress like this when I'm on a road trip, so this all completely tracks. Listen, I believe in the New York City real estate miracle. It's definitely powered my life. And what's your take on the miracles that can happen in the real estate industry right here?
Well, I think New York, London, these have been bastions which have held value through different kinds of crises. But what I don't like about the markets here is I believe they're very saturated. I believe they're over-leveraged, overexposed in terms of their debt, which is why we don't do any debt in any of our organizations. And I believe that the compression of yield and the compression in terms of growth. If you look at the cap rates right now, if you look at the REITs right now, they're all taking a beating at a global scale. Whereas Dubai is delivering maybe twice to 2 to 2.5 times the numbers. If you're looking at an average yield here of 4.5%, 5% on the dollar with leverage, you're looking in Dubai unlevered at between 8 to 12. So the short-term yield, we work with big hospitality partners who come in and say, Cat, you buy the apartment 30 years, you lease it back to us, we'll take care of it. You don't have to live there.
Yeah.
It's just constantly checking the bank coming in. Also, the taxation flexibility. So Cat is an individual owner. She's paying 0 tax on rental revenue in Dubai. If she's a corporation, she's paying about 9% corporate tax. So the flexibility is amazing. People want to build there, and then they manage their creative expressions with the IRS back home.
Creative expressions, another 2 excellent words. And finally, I know you said you studied here. You spent a lot of time in New York. What's your favorite New York City meal?
On a budget, it used to be, a slice of pizza up and down the smaller hole-in-the-wall pizza places back here. I think today it's probably got to be Nobu.
Nobu. That's a far cry from your hole-in-the-wall pizza.
Classic. Yeah, I mean, I was a student back then, struggling to pay for subway tokens.
Right.
And it's been a good journey. God's been very kind.
And now you can pay for like the whole subway. So good for you. Thank you so much for sitting.
Such a pleasure.
Great talking to you.
Absolute pleasure.